This video is brought to you by ncix.com. Great technology, selection, and service. Hey, hello everyone, this is Dmitry with Rgb Canucks, and based on many requests to remove my current editing PC off the floor and onto the desk, I'm talking to you, Paul and Kyle, and I decided to take this opportunity to do a Workstation upgrade revision 2 and change a few things around that would complement a PC on the desk. Off the floor, let's get started. So my current case selection is an awesome one, the white Phanteks N2 Lux, but I don't particularly like the giant full tower on the side and wanting something more suitable for this sort of showcase environment. This is where the Lian Li PC-08, a cube case style, comes in that not only has the appropriate capacity to fit all my drives and hardware, but it's a beautiful enclosure with glass panels and built-in lighting. I love the dual chamber design, and I haven't worked with an Lian Li enclosure in a while, so I'm really excited to see how this will turn out. And if you'd like a full review of the PC-08, let us know by leaving a like on this video. I will also be substituting my reference 980 Ti for a card that I am super pumped to use, the 980 Ti Seahawk by MSI that features the Corsair H55 cooler on the GPU, so I can go crazy with an overclock and dump all that heat away from the case and hopefully maintain a completely silent operation. And that's important as the entire build will be less than a meter away from my face, plus the glass doesn't exactly isolate the noise. But before the build begins, we must complete the teardown. Now, I initially did not want to part with my X61 cooler from NZXT because I love all the manual controls through the CAM software, but the case we'll be using does not support any 140mm fans, so we'll have to stick to 120mm mounts, and this is where the Corsair H105 comes in. And this is all the hardware that, if you think about, is the sort of the daily driver for everything that I do on the channel. Starting with the motherboard, this is an Asus X79 Pro with 32GB of Corsair Vengeance RAM, and I'm still rocking the Sandy Bridge eCPU, the 3930K at 4.5GHz, that is still going strong, but you guys know it, an X99 build is definitely in order, so I'll leave you suggestions on my future potential hardware. Now, I'm super excited to substitute the reference 980 Ti with this water-cooled Seahawk card from MSI that has a beautiful aluminum backplate that perfectly fits with the aluminum enclosure. This is a hybrid cooler, meaning the blower style fan is still present to cool the VRMs and the rest of the components spread on the PCB, but for the main GPU, MSI has teamed up with Corsair to release this edition of the GTX 980 Ti. This means much lower temperatures and quieter operation, specifically at load, as the reference card on idle is already damn quiet. For storage, I'm running dual Samsung 850 Pro SSDs and a whole lot of mechanical drives that I seriously need to upgrade as I'm quickly running out 10 terabytes of storage. So if you have any NAS suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Powering the system is a Cooler Master V750 power supply with black modular cables and reliable power delivery. I'm excited to use the Lian Li PC-08, particularly because of the glass panels and all this integrating lighting. So let's get to work and rebuild my workstation PC. I'm super happy to say that the first boot was successful, and I'm extremely happy at how this build turned out. I like that the case is equipped out of the box for airflow with 6 fans included. If only we had a fan controller so they don't blast to 100%, but I was able to set the fan profiles inside the motherboard anyway. I really love the dual chamber separation. It's so refreshing to just admire the hardware, and all my fans in the main chamber are set to exhaust, while the 3 front fans deliver cool air to the rear chamber that houses the power supply and all the drives, and this, sorry to say, mess of cables that, thanks to this separate chamber, allows the main visible portion of the interior to remain totally clean and beautiful. Lian Li supplies a few adhesive RGB LED strips that I've spread on each front column and at the bottom rear to have the background glow that looks fantastic. The MSI text on the 980 Ti stays illuminated in yellow. That doesn't fully suit this build, but it's a pretty minor thing and doesn't worry me at all. Finally, it's time to put those front and side glass panels on, and the exterior effect the glass creates is truly unique. Not only does it create this cool looking reflections off your environment, and trust me, it looks even better in person than on video, but the custom lighting combined with glass panels is absolutely stunning in the dark. And this is exactly the showpiece system status that I wanted to achieve for my main workstation PC. And while it's a bit wider than the N2 Lux, it's both shorter in height and length that sits on top of that white cabinet just perfectly. So guys, thank you so much for joining on this very fun workstation upgrade project revision 2. We hope you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe and follow to be notified when our full review of the Lian Li PC-08 case is released. I'm Dmitry with Rgb Canucks. We'll see you in the next one.